David Bender, Bender, 160 Colonial Drive, Lakewood, New Jersey.
I didn't get your first.
David, Dovid.
Thank you.
I've been living in Chestnut for about 4 years. Traffic has been bad from when I moved back in 2012. When I try to go down Route 9, I've given up even trying when I go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning to go down Route 9 because that could take upwards of 30 to 40 minutes. On a bad day, on a good day, a minimum of 25 minutes, so I go the other way. If I leave my house anytime after 8:30, 8:40 in the morning, it's probably about 5 to 10 minutes before I can make a left turn on New Hampshire. The gentleman before said that he doesn't think there's going to be any adverse impact. I've seen adverse impact with Stanford Meadows when that was built, and it's impossible to get in and out. Today, I have a daughter that's sick, and I have to take her somewhere for care to watch her. I went around, like I said, I can't go through Route 9 in the day, forget about it. From my house, which is right off of Chestnut Street in the Route 9 area, going the backwards way to get to 4th and Forest, took me today, this afternoon, at about 3:30. Took me 40 minutes just to get across town. To get back, took another 25 minutes. I actually went to bring someone there to watch my kid because of family situations, and I determined once I got there that the amount of time it was going to take me by the time I got home to go back wasn't even worth it. The traffic there is horrible. I don't know what it's going to take for these applications to stop going through. If it's going to, God forbid, take a death or something like that, I don't want it to get to that, but you see emergency vehicles sometimes on Route 9 not getting through, and it takes them blaring their sirens till people move over. As I said, between, I would say, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock at night, I won't even go on Route 9 because it's a living nightmare. And adding more houses, no matter what you're going to add, is going to make the neighborhood even worse. I don't see myself even living in the neighborhood more than 3-4 years, only because of the traffic. If more and more houses come in, there's no more community. There's nowhere for me to live. There's nowhere for me to drive. There's nowhere for me to get around. I've given up even going to my office. These days I just work from home because of the amount of time it takes me just to get across town, and I urge you to please not let this go through.
Yes, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth?
I do. Mr. Ira Rosenthal, Rosenthal.
Thank you.
Address, 1157 Tiffany Lane, Tiffany Lane. That's right off Chestnut Street. I've been living in that area for 10 years, and the traffic is getting worse and worse every single day. The more building, the fact that they keep saying how they brought in this Stanford Meadows, I don't even know how you guys approved it in the first place. The fact is, you approved it, but don't make two rights, don't make a wrong. You're basically building on something that they're trying to approve something that they did wrong in the first place. The traffic is so terrible in that area, and it's just worse and worse. No one can make a left turn over there, like the previous person just said. You could stand there for 20 minutes and try to make a left turn. I urge all of you guys to come out and do it at all hours, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and in the evening hours. Try it yourself, sit in traffic. There's no way for us to go. We're gridlocked. We can't get out from the New Hampshire way. We can't get out from the Route 9 way. You're not letting us live peacefully. This is not right and responsible for people sitting up here in the township who are trying to protect our values and our interests. This is not really protecting our interests. It's protecting other people's interests. And we have to put a stop to this. Please, I'm asking you on a personal level, please, for everybody that lives there already, stop it already. It's impossible. We can't continue to go on like that. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth?
Yes,
Give us your full name and spell it.
Aaron Hirsch, last name Hirsch. 146 Mountain View Drive. I'm also one of the side streets off of Chestnut. Yeah, like previous people have told you, Chestnut Street is getting very overpopulated. It's getting impossible. I cannot take, if I have to go pick up during the day my kid, I literally have to take an extra 15 minutes just to go to Oak Street to get my kid. It's gotten out of control lately. I can't take a left on New Hampshire. Even if there was a traffic light, which there isn't, it would take a while, but you can't move over there. I'm begging you guys, please, I've been there for 4 years already. It's getting worse. Stamford Meadows has made our life a lot more difficult. Please don't add on to our board. We have to live there. You guys, I know, obviously don't live over there, but we do. We're begging you, please. At least the traffic study, see what the impact is. We are suffering from this. It's not fair to our lives. It's just taking up time of my life that I don't need to because someone decided to invest. He wanted to do an investment on property that doesn't have to detriment our life. He wants to do it, that's fine, just not at our expense.
Harold Herskowitz, 1496 Cedar Row.
I'm sorry, give me your,
Oh.
do you swear or affirm to tell the whole
I
truth?
affirm to tell the whole
Can you
truth.
please state your last name, sir?
Harold Herskowitz, 1496 Cedar Row.
Can you spell your last name?
Herskowitz.
Again, H-E-R-S-K,
Owitz,
thank you.
CLMNOP. I was just kidding. I'm just here once again to remind you guys what your job is, and I want to remind you on this application because I think this is out of control. Your job is to protect the people of this town from irresponsible development, and you haven't been keeping that promise. You haven't been doing your job. Recently, I noticed in my toy store that we no longer sell any flying toys. We have a full selection of frisbees and things that shoot, rockets, what have you. And I noticed that we're not selling them anymore. And I asked my manager, I said, what's going on? She said, I don't think there's any more room in Lakewood to have any flying toys. The only activity toy that we actually sell still is a pogo stick because you could jump in one spot. But anything else is not selling. So that being said, I just want to make everyone aware. I was inspired by Donald Trump. One of you guys said Trump said, "Make America great again." I'm being inspired by Donald Trump because he said, "Let's drain the swamp." So on that note, draining the swamp, I would like to make you guys an offer. I have here a stack of envelopes. I'm sure you've seen them before. And I'm going to make you an offer. We're going to match any amount that any developer can stuff in an envelope. We're going to get the whole community to get together and match whatever you could possibly get in one of these envelopes. I'm going to bring you the envelopes. You tell us what you want. We're going to match that amount, and let's be done with this. No more approvals. That's it. Here, you can have the envelope.
Sir, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth?
Yes.
Can you give us your full name and spell it?
Abraham Sharaby, S-H-A-R-A-B-Y,
S-H,
A-R-A-B-Y, 1140 Mackenzie Court,
and your first name, sir?
Avraham, A-V-R-A-H-A-M. 1140 Mackenzie Court, Lakewood, New Jersey.
What's your name again? I missed that.
Avraham Sharaby,
Sharabi?
yes. 3 points about this application. Number one, as we heard before, it's impossible to leave Chestnut. Chestnut's locked in between Route 9 and New Hampshire. In the morning, in order for us to make a left onto New Hampshire, we have to cross 3 lanes. The best way to do it is to actually make a right, go down, make an illegal U-turn, and go back up. That takes 10 minutes and not 20 minutes, and that's what many of us do. There are many accidents from people trying to make a left onto New Hampshire because you have to cross 3 lanes. Eventually, someone's going to get killed, but we hope it's not going to get to that. On Route 9, there is no light on New Hampshire, so that's why it's so hard to make a left. On Route 9, there is a light, but you have to wait at least 3-4 lights in order to make a left. Another thing, the Chestnut community has been always a small, quiet, single-family homes, and we like it that way, and that's why we moved there. And now, with these duplexes and triplexes, it's changing the entire area, the entire community. Number 3, there are many variances. If you count the amount of variances per home, this is outrageous. So as this courageous young man is telling you, please say no, and enough is enough. Thank you so much.